The GEEK Files, 2026, March 30th, Burnaby. White Horse Air Maintenance Summer 88. There's a bunch of lodges on the Teslin River. Actually, they're running Lake Teslin Lake. I think they're actually running rafting trips down the Teslin River now. And one of them had, and a lot of them have little fart cart float planes to get their clients around. One of them had, I think it was an Aranca air car. It was a side-by-side tube frame aircraft, which is really unusual to be side-by-side. Be like more car-like. Normally, aircraft of that vintage are front and back, like the Super Cub. It needed a new engine. The engine arrived at White Horse Air Maintenance, so Chris sent Dave and I down to do the engine install because it's a long drive, a couple hours, so we wanted to get it done in one day. So early in the morning, we load up our tools, the engine, and Dave and I in the soup hound into Chris's shop truck, and away we go. Get down there, drag the aircraft up on the beach so we can have access to it. Don't remember how we lifted the engine into the aircraft. Threw some planks and plywood across the float so we had something to stand on and work on, and away we went. Going really well, jerking wrenches, doing this, doing that. And then Dave and I hear what sounds like an aircraft engine, a multi-engine aircraft sound bouncing off the lake and the hills. But it's deep and it's loud. It's really loud. And I'm looking at Dave, and Dave's looking at me going like, what is that? And we hear it, and we hear it, and we hear it. And then all of a sudden, out of the east, at about 150 feet, comes P3 Orion screaming across the deck. It's just like Dave and I are looking at each other going, what on earth? This thing flies out over Teslin Lake, does this massive wing over. They're a huge aircraft. Does this big wing over, drops back down on the deck, screams across the lake at 100 feet, across us, across the cabin, and then, hits the up button and screams skyward. And Dave and I are looking at each other going like, what was that about? What's the Canadian Forces up to? Well, it turns out this lodge owner, I think, was ex-Canadian Forces, Air Force, and he flew P3 Orions. So these were his buddies, and when his buddies had a chance to come skimming across the lake to buzz him, they would take that opportunity. Up north, rules are line of sight. If you can't see me, the rules don't apply. Yeah, so it scared the crap out of the soup hound. She really didn't like loud noises, thunder, fireworks. She really freaked out. But it was like, holy crap. So, we finished the engine installation and ran the aircraft up, and the owner took it out and flogged it around and was happy, and we packed up and went home. It was a long day, but punctuated by a P3 Orion doing a low level, hi, can you check my landing gears down? Yeah. So there we are. That pretty much wraps up the summer of White Horse Air Maintenance. So making appropriate life decisions. You don't make any money, but you get good stories.